Some people like to play with ponies, cats and dogs. Others prefer to play with giant guns that blow people's heads wide open. If you're in the latter category, then you must at some point have picked up and played Doom. This franchise to this day is one of the best FPS series ever, with the first two titles revolutionizing the genre back in the early 90s and Doom 3 taking things to a new level in the 2000s. But now the series is coming back, as Bethesda is throwing their hat into the ring with more gore, enemies, Mars, and awesome music. With this all to look forward to, why don't we share what we love about Doom? Number 1. The plot. You don't need an in-depth story to understand the fundamental plot with the Doom games. Mars, hell, demons, guns, kill them all, and you save the day. That is how easy it is to remember. With that said, the series did try to go deeper with the plot in Doom 3. Starting off with a more horror-based background than action, the title kept you on your toes in the early game, where you only had a limited amount of weapons and ammunition, as well as light. It changed everything about the game and debatably made that entire early section the superior half. However, once you start accumulating more firearms to defeat the demons, the game quickly returns to the classic kill everyone and everything while solving puzzles mentality. Does this mean Bethesda will take a shot at horror? Possibly, but from what we have seen from trailers, they are capitalizing on what makes the series great, and that is the action-packed shootouts. Number 2. The guns. Plasma rifle, pistol, grenades, the series has it all. Pick your poison and use it to completely devastate whatever comes in front of you. From the original up to the most recent versions, weapons from Doom have become a mainstay and have also become very memorable to a lot of gamers. Having the classic RPG in Doom 1 when fighting against cyber demons or blasting opponents with a double barrel shotgun felt impactful every single time, and this was also backed up by the brilliant sound design that made every shot sound like a symphony of destruction. Of course, we look forward to seeing what the new game brings to the arsenal of weapons, especially since we get to see the BFG make its glorious return in all its HD glory. Number 3. Mars and Hell. Sci-fi settings are difficult to get right. Just look at films like Star Wars and games like Mass Effect to see how hard creating a world in the future can be. With this said, however, Doom has never shied away from embracing this genre and then making a gigantic twist halfway through. The first game was notorious for a moment when you realized that the true enemy threat wasn't on the Red Planet, but was in fact in the deepest depths of hell itself. This twist not just created controversy outside of the gaming world, but also made an impact to the players, as you suddenly shifted from the bases and red surface of Mars to the blood-covered, satanic ritual-led cults of hell itself. An amazing twist that we are bound to see done yet again in this new iteration. Number 4. The enemies. As we know from video games, enemies can come in all shapes and sizes. Doom was one of the first to take this to the next level, with the introduction of creatures that will stand up to this day. Cyber demons, for one, were one of the first intimidating foes you cross, as they are horned beasts towering in front of you with robotic arms and legs that shoot rockets at you. As if that wasn't enough, we also have the Kaku Demon, a giant orb-like enemy that fires concentrated hellish energy in your direction. Originally inspired from the Beholder from the Dungeons & Dragons tabletop games, this hellish counterpart struck fear into the players in all versions of the game, but left a satisfying feeling when you see them flop like a balloon. The combination of zombies and demons in this atmosphere helps make the game as interesting as it is thrilling. You never know what could be lying in wait as you turn your next corner. And number 5. The classic gameplay. The new version of Doom is looking more like the original releases, only with the updated graphics and camera controls similar to what Doom 3 brought to us. But one thing that is carried across from all the titles is the gameplay. Fast-paced shootouts where you will be strafing and jumping around every projectile, as well as whipping out your trusty chainsaw when things get too close and personal. Puzzle solving that will have you go back and forth throughout the entire layout of the maps in order to find not just the way forward, but also secrets. Everything about Doom's gameplay is fun and engaging, making the possibilities for the new Doom that much sweeter. There you go, ladies and gents, 5 reasons as to why us guys here at VGU love Doom, and why we can't wait for the new Bethesda release coming our way in May of this year. It's gonna be amazing. But why are you a fan of a franchise? Or maybe you want to see the franchise burn in hell along with the Space Marines? Let us know your thoughts on Doom in the comments section below, and we'll be seeing you on the other side.